Morning. We're in the car. I'm not driving, so just relax. Chemist is driving. My chauffeur. Morning, Kiona Wellness. Love you, girl. We need to have coffee. I miss you guys. So it's Tuesday, and this week we've been talking about hearing versus listening. Whoop, here comes the sun. And this has been just kind of a huge thing for me over my life. And did you see my Twitter post this morning? Maybe I should lose the glasses, right? A little glare there. Oh, there you are. My Twitter post this morning, the quote on it was awesome. It says, "Speak angry words and it's probably going to be the only speech you ever regret," or something like that. But go to my Twitter, AnnBSay, subscribe to that, follow me there, because it's just a huge kind of little things that come out every day. I love it. So the things I wanted to talk about this morning with hearing versus listening, because we've all said things that we regret, and since the power of life and death are in our words, we really want to kind of speak life over things, the sowing and reaping. Like, we don't want to reap death, we definitely want to reap life. So we can't really change the past, the words that we've already spoken, but we can change the ones that we're about to speak, or we can change the present, which will ultimately change the future. So I have a question for you, and this is kind of to the heart of the matter, but it's huge. Because for me, the last 16 years have been significant for my own personal growth. I've matured a lot. I've gotten rid of some stinking thinking. I've really grown, I think, as a person. And so I approach relationships and conversations differently. And so when we think about like hearing versus listening, one of the things that came to my mind is the person that I'm talking to, have they grown? Have they done some personal development and, gotten some things under control? Because if you have, chances are pretty good that they might have also. So hearing versus listening has a lot to do with, are you paying attention to the other person? Are you thinking about the words that they're saying and who they are and what's going on in their heart? Or are you thinking more about, the stuff that they've said in the past, and, ugliness and junk that's kind of gone on in the relationship? And I'm not saying that's not important. I'm just saying there's something else maybe going on there too. So if our words come from our hearts, then we might want to maybe reframe our hearts into listening to who this person is, and where's their heart at today in this moment. Because if yours isn't in the same place, there's a pretty good chance that theirs isn't in the same place also. So I had a couple of thoughts that I jotted down, kind of some tips and tools. Like, the first thing I thought of is maybe if it's been a rough relationship and it's not maybe what you wanted, what if you started out with a question like, the way our relationship is going, this isn't really what I had hoped for us, for you and I, and I'm just going to really try in the future to do us differently. Like, I've actually used that once, and I've recommended it to a couple people, and every single time, I could probably say 3 total, it's changed the relationship. Like, the other person was like, really? Because this isn't really what I want either, but at least it puts it out there. It gives you a place to start from to break a negative cycle and go forward. The other thing that came to my mind was a situation I had at work, which I'm just going to put it out there because this is a new level of transparency and vulnerability, but I'm just going to put it out there. I had a situation with one of my boss's supervisors, I guess, and it wasn't going well, and it was like years and it wasn't going well. And finally I thought, you know what, she doesn't respect me because I don't respect her. And that wasn't the way I wanted that relationship to go. But I actually sat with her and made an appointment and sat and just said, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my part in this. And it wasn't too long, and she said, you know, I'm sorry too. And it changed, and like it just changed the relationship, and it made my work situation better, and hopefully I made hers a little bit better, because I was probably one less, you know, tack that she was sitting on every day. But how's that for a metaphor? So anyway, today, this week, just simply listen with a clean heart, a clean slate. Like, try to look at that person with a clean slate, and think about more about what they're saying, and ask questions about what they're saying. Even just if you start out with, so let me just make sure I hear you right. Is it you're saying that, you know, blah, blah, blah. Just do a little bit more active listening and try to approach a conversation today. Just pick one with a clean slate, and see if you can't move that relationship to a life-giving place, that conversation to a life-giving place, and just give yourself a break and give that other person a break. So that's my morning mindset tip on communication, hearing versus listening. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, go to my website, hook up with the morning mindset circle. We're doing lots of fun things, lots of great stuff coming along. And I have to highlight my September venture is Mindset Chats. I would love to have some of you on my Mindset Chats just talking for a few minutes about how you manage your mindset. You know, what's making your world a bit of a better place? What things have you done to get breakthrough? So I'm going to be recording them starting this week. So let me know, or I may shoot you an email and let me know in return. But I love you. Be blessed. Happy Tuesday, and we'll see you on Thursday.